My dear students, in the previous class, we discussed about the nature of logic and the uses of the logic. We discussed elaborately. Today, we will take up a new topic, that is definition of term and what are denotation and connotation of terms. We will discuss this topic today. First of all, let us try to understand what is a term. A term is a word or a combination of words which is capable of being used as subject or predicate of a logical proposition. Term ama isi karino haragadi term ji wahi ama natagana wahi group amane. Madu logical proposition amagi subject ama natragana predicate amane sem phamba ngamgadawa leibi yagadawa. A term is a word or a combination of the words which is capable of being used as subject or predicate of a logical proposition. A term is so called because it occurs at the boundary of the logical proposition. So in the proposition, man is mortal. In the proposition, man is mortal. The word man and mortal are at the boundaries of the logical proposition, man is mortal, and they are terms. They are known as terms because they are capable of being used as subject or predicate. Masai kenosi man is mortal haiba proposition chida man chiga mortal chiga ani si kari oigebu mako ji term ne man chiga mortal ji term we karigino haragadi makoi logical propositions gi boundaries lay adagi amu makoi si term ene kauri si maram karigino amu hamaka kupna mu haragadi makoi si subject amoina natagana predicate amoina sinabi hai si. The word man and the mortal in the proposition man is mortal are terms, and they are at the boundaries of the logical proposition, and they are terms because they are capable of being used as subject or predicate. But there is a word in the proposition man is mortal. Is also a word, but is not a term because is not capable of being used as subject or predicate. Man is mortal haiba proposition sida is aba wahi ma yauri. Is a wahi di term natra brasini. Is not a term. In the proposition man is mortal. Certainly, is not a term because is a term odi. Maram di kagino bu masi logical proposition gi boundary just laite masi na kaidawi masi na subject amo natraga predicate mo is mathau tawang amde. It cannot function as a subject or predicate. Therefore, is not a term. Adunadi ekone khange. From this discussion, we know that wahi kudimaksi tam bi ade. Tam kudimakti kaidawi wahi ne. We find that every word is a term. Every word every word tam nate. Aikoina. Adubu tam kudimakti, but every term is a word or a combination of words. Words or combination of words become terms only when they are capable of being used as subject or predicate. Sagi leriba wahi ama natagana wahi group to maduna makoisi tamni haina koina khanagadabase karam kana tamni hagadagebu makoiduna logical preparation aduda subject amoina natraga predicate amoina sinaba yaraba adu radi makoisi tamni hin lodune aduna akoina tam singjibudi akoina kaidawi makoi singchi makoi tam haiba singchi masi kaidawgebu ngasagi kanosi word amo oibi yai natragana madu combination of words oibi yai aduga word khudimukti tam oibi yade sai is una ngasai tam oibi yada adu mai tawdana there are many words which cannot be considered as tam asum haina aikoina tam mai si kayu khangre like this we know what is tam and which word cannot be considered as tam karamba wahaibo koina tam moina khanabi yadabage haibse koina khange akoina tam ona sinaba yaba tam ji kaino an hamatamda koina yamna samna kumba yaba ji tam is a combination of a tam is a word or a combination of word which is capable of being used as subject or predicate of a logical preposition haidna khumdoine adubu wahi kudimak tam natte tam biyade adu tam kudimakti wahi ama natragana group of words oy haibasinde ko injing tare mathangda next let us try to understand what are denotation and connotation of terms. Most terms at the same time have two meanings, of which one is called denotation and the other the connotations. Aikoida tam hariba masigi wahi sigi tam hariba siga ayamba matamda kaidawgepo ayamba matamda tam singsi meaning ani lay meaning ani du manung the meaning amana denotation na khanagani atop meaning amakana connotation na khanagani sini the denotation of a term consists of the thing or things to which it applies while the connotation of a term consists of the attribute or a collection of attributes which it applies, which it implies. Aduna, aikoina denotation of a term haji kaino aikoina denotation of a term si mana represent tawrisi mana ta isi kaino denotes things. Denotation of a term consists of the thing or things to which it applies. And in connection with the connotation of the term, it consists of the attribute or a collection of attributes which it applies, which it implies. Thus, a term denotes things and connotes attributes. So to understand the meaning of to understand the denotation and the connotation of the terms clearly, let us take up an example. For example, on see. Say the term man denotes all things to which the term is applicable, that is to all men. Akoina man haiba term ka paikalaje. Ada man haiba term sina kai takebu masina mana min taradi mi kudimak the term man denotes all men. The term man denotes the things, denotes the all things to which the term is applicable, that is to all men. mi khudima kaina represent tabu ya ba term amagi mai meaning da kuna halle main hai matam jida this is related to denotation. This is related to denotation. And on other, the connotation of a term consists of the attributes or collection of attributes. Connotation of a term and harak matam dana kaitu ge mana mo on the yaurisi sagi attribute chingdo that is a collection of attributes to akun oigane. So main habasida akun two meanings akun bu phangani. When we say man, we can see two meanings. We can have two meanings in connection with the term man. Man indicates all men. One meaning. This is denotation. And the man has attributes. Say rationality and animality are the attributes. Rationality has a animality has a attributes name. Masigi leriba attributes se. Masini kainu connotation ne. Akoina masida taiba attributes piriba rationality has a animality has a anisina kainu gi masina connotation ne. Siga chap manana. Akoina sigi matang sida akoina main haiba makoi term sida akoina hojik uriba meaning ani si main sida amana kari denote tawre all things mana all men mi kudimu kuri present tawre aduga atopa meaning amana kari pire magi attributes main hamatamda akoina kari attributes kari leirage bu mana two attributes we can see. One is animality and another one is rationality. Meaning ani kai kun ui rationality habam ne animality habam ne kun ui asum haina siga chap manana. Similarly, in case of a triangle, let us see triangle ji enkanda when I say the term triangle eba term je kun hai matamda triangle sina denotes so dusi kaino the term triangle denotes all triangles. Man triangle khudima man mean tawgane akoina triangle hai matamda when I say triangle this very word this term triangle represents all triangles. Triangle khudima mean tawe. This is what we call denotation. This is the meaning of the denotation. Masi denotation ki meaning dune. On the other hand, what we can see is that when I say triangle, we have a meaning. The meaning is that a triangle is a plane figure which is bounded by three straight lines. Akoina triangle haina umatamda akoina masi karino ugebu. Triangle ama have a plane figure ama kakni a triangle is a plane figure which is bounded by three straight lines. This is an attribute. This is the meaning of the connotation. Masina connotation meaning dune logane. Asum haina akoina amuka su yengsi. Let us take up another example again. Say the sun. The sun is a term. Sun je akoina numitsi akoina term mani akoina lawre. The sun is a term. The term the sun denotes an individual thing. Masin individual thing amana tai represent tawre. The sun possesses some qualities. The sun has some attributes. Say the sun is a ball of burning fire. The sun is God. Sumai tawdana numitsi sai. The sun is bright. Numitsi bright way. Sumaina magi tungan to me attributes me am lay. Masina karino. These attributes are the connotations. Masi attributes in kinamo akoina kai kawayo masi connotations and akoina mo kawgane. After observing this meaning of the denotation and connotation of the terms, we have to discuss we have to discuss about the relation between the denotation and the connotation of terms. There is a relation. There is a relation between the connotation and the denotation of the terms. Aikoina denotation to connotation ki magi meaning chi nanera kanda. Meaning chi nanera kanda kai du ke mai thang de kai la ge bo. Aikoina denotation ki term denotation to connotation of terms da kai la ge relation of kai pur life. There is a relation. We can see a relation between the denotation and the connotation of terms. Aikoina denotation and connotation terms relation it has been said that the denotation and the connotation of terms vary inversely. Such a relation, what kind of relation we can see from here? We can see an inverse relation between the relation of the denotation and connotation of terms. Denotation ga connotation ga term ani sigi meaning sigi hoina nenak matamda mabani gi relation je inverse relation oya. What we mean inverse relation, what we mean is that when one increases, other decreases. When other increases, another one decreases, and vice versa. Such kind of relation is called inverse relation, and the relation between the denotation and the connotation of terms are inverse relation. Inverse relation we have seen. Adudi masi makoini gi leriba inverse relation ji khare hena khangwi damakta aikoina makha tanin matamda when we are trying to understand the inverse relation of the denotation and the connotation of terms. When we discuss further, what we find is that there are 4 inverse relation of the denotation and the connotation of terms. 4 inverse relations se kun uphange. Say, as I do not write on the board, you may confuse, but try to grasp the point, pay attention, and try to understand and try to grasp the point what I am going to explain now in connection with the inverse relation of the denotation and connotation of terms. The first one, if denotation increases, connotation decreases. This is the first relation. Second one is that if denotation decreases, connotation increases. And the third one, if connotation increases, denotation decreases. The fourth one, if connotation decreases, denotation increases. What we see is that when one increases, another one decreases, and vice versa. What we see, such things, such occurrences, such situations we find from we observe the relation between the denotation and the connotation of terms. To understand their inverse relation, let us take up an example. Say the term man has for its denotation all men. Term man eba term si magi meaning si denotation magi denotation amoina magi meaning si all men hai jakone khangi. The term man denotes all men, and for its connotation, the common and essential attributes animality and rationality. Aduga connotation ki matang ni report tamdano ke daure. Mabani gi masigi magi meaning si magi ke meaning si kayin la age bu animality amasung rationality hai singa sai magi the main gi attribute ne. Konim atop meaning amana another meaning of the term man is animality and rationality. Animality has a rationality is not of meaning amana. Atop meaning amana man jigi atop meaning amana all men. the term man denotes all men. And in connection with the connotation, the term man possesses a common essential attribute, rationality and animality. Rationality is animality is common essential attributes. Common essential attributes of man is animality and rationality. Masi magi essential attributes na. So let us see. Let us increase the denotation of the term man by the addition of all other animal. Koi man haiba term se man man. Man haiba term se da koi na atop ma hapsel se. Man plus all other animal. Atop all other animal na koi hapsel se. Masi hapsel matam da denotation of masida koi na phangi ji kenoi bu denotation of man plus all other animals se koi na phangi. Denotation meaning karino rationality and animality plus all other animals. Masigi kano si phangi. Masi koi na all other animals se hapsel le. Rationality plus animality is the denotation, the meaning of the denotation. The denotation of the term, of the term man, rationality and animality. Koi hapchal laji atok meaning ama ahen hapchal laji increase tawasi all other animal and increase tawasi. Masi increase tawak matam da denotation jigi term ji mana increase tawak matam da kaidoro kebu connotation na kai thogi ngi. Let us see what happened to the connotation. In connection with the connotation, there is the decrease of the attribute. Animality si main naba denotation ki term main naba term ki denotation oriba animality and rationality. Animality plus rationality plus all other men. Haji hapak pa matam da kadogi bu ngasai punja laga chawkhalak matam da masigi kenoji increase of matam da attributes to lag matam ni. When we come to the attributes, there is a situation of the decreasing in meaning. Say we will find denotation of man plus all other animals is equal to all animals. Hana phangane. Say koina man haiba denotation sigi magi meaning se man haiba sigi denotation jine plus all other animals ne ani si tinjalaba. Denotation of man ni kai lere rationality plus animality adu atop all other animals hapchalak taragadi plus rationality plus animality plus all other animals tare. Adu taragadi is equal to kari manare animals, all animals and tare. Madu manare pas all animals have a name. All animals have a sigi adu atop magi connotation do yengaji. Then let us see the connotation of the all animals. Then the attribute is animality only without rationality. Rationality si yautana animality has the more phangane. Connotation of means degi rationality from the connotation of man we will deduct the rationality, then ultimately we will find animality in connection with the connotation. Thus, increase in denotation is followed by. To understand very clearly, let us take up one more example. Say, let us see. Let us increase the connotation of the term man by addition of the attribute honesty. Akoina khare hena khangna bida makta akoina muk se connotation haiba man gi haiba term ji gi connotation do da main gi term connotation to the equina atop honesty have attribute ma hapselasi. Let us increase the connotation of the term main by the addition of the attribute honesty. Now what we find here, then connotation of the term connotation of main plus honesty is equal to connotation of main means animality plus rationality plus honesty. अखोइना connotation of term main ji अखोइगी main अब term जी connotation जिदा अखोइने attribute अमा हापचलसे honesty जी हापचलसे honesty हाप तारगदी rationality हाइबा attribute अमागा animality हाइबा attribute अमागा अनिस दे हाना ले animality सिगा rationality गा अनिस द honesty हापचले. Now we find 3 attributes. Attributes ahum phange. Then what happened to the denotation now? Denotation the denotation will decrease and it consists of only honest man. Honest man thus, if connotation decreases, connotation increases, denotation decreases. Like this, we find the relation between the meaning of the connotation and the denotation, the relation of the connotation and denotation in the meaning, and the increase and the decrease of their meaning. And for today, to some extent we have discussed in connection with the definition of term and what are the denotation and the connotation of terms. Now let us see the summary. Now let us see the summary of today's class, the definition of the term and what are the connotation and the denotation. A term is a word or a combination of words which by itself is capable of being used as subject or predicate of a logical proposition. In the proposition man is mortal, the words man and mortal occur at the boundaries of the proposition and are terms because they are capable of being used as a subject or predicate of a proposition. Then denotation and a connotation. Most terms have at the same time 2 meanings, of which one is called their denotation and then the other their connotation. The denotation of a term consists of the thing or things to which it applies, while the connotation of the term consists of the attribute or collection of attributes which it implies. For example, the term man denotes all things to which the term is applicable, that is to all men, while it connotes the attributes animality and rationality implied by it and possessed in common by all men. The relation between denotation and a connotation of terms. The relation between the denotation and the connotation of terms has been said that the denotation and the connotation of terms vary inversely. If denotation increases, connotation decreases. If denotation decreases, connotation increases. If connotation increases, denotation decreases. And the last one, if connotation decreases, denotation increases. Now, example. The term man has for its denotation all men and for its connotation the common and essential attributes animality and rationality. Let us increase the denotation. Man plus all other animals is equal to all animals. The attributes are rationality plus animality is the denotation plus other animals is equal to all animals. Let me repeat, rationality plus animality plus other animals is equal to all animals. Then the connotation, man minus rationality is equal to animality. Now here other animals plus animality minus rationality is equal to animality. Thus increase in denotation is followed by decrease in connotation. Another example, thus again increase the connotation of the term man. Connotation of man plus honesty is equal to animality plus rationality plus honesty. Then denotation decreases. Denotation of man minus non-honest man is equal to honest man. Thus, if connotation increases, denotation decreases. Now, this is the summary of the class, and this is the end of our lesson for today.